Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Showtimedr. So, Langrisser M launched yesterday, and we had quite the day. It was a pretty interesting day. What I did, I got up right around a little bit before 11. I think it was around 9:30 when I got food, because I knew I was probably going to be streaming all day, making a little bit of content. And holy moly, we had quite the day. So, let's get into exactly what happened, because there was a lot of controversy and a lot of some makeup stuff that happened at the end that helped, and just a little bit of things with the game itself. As far as the game itself goes, I thought the game itself is freaking amazing, and just so people know, this video is going to sound kind of negative at the beginning. In no way am I talking about the actual game itself. The actual game itself is actually very, very fun, and the little things I can complain about, they're not worth the time of even making a video on or taking up, but most of the game is just freaking amazing. I am very excited, both as a gamer, streamer, content creator, etc. All that. I'm very excited for this game. I love this game right now. And hopefully it'll continue to be like that in the future. And everything that I've seen from people who tell me that they play on the Chinese server, gives me lots of hope as far as what's going on. But we did have some issues yesterday. I'll get into those issues right now. We had some fun with them on the stream. Some people, they wanted me to read some of the review scores on Google Play, which is pretty interesting. But we'll do a quick perusal. Check out the Reddit here. This is the Reddit community for Langrisser. And you see here, community reply from Zlong Games and your Langrisser community staff. But real quick, I'm gonna go back to that, but real quick. Look at all this, like, just people finding little things to either complain, or in many cases I actually see a lot of support for this game. And then the chat issues, and oh my god, there was just all types of stuff going on. Reroll gate, as many people are calling it, etc. And then this is my favorite one, like right here, where it's like, can you guys stop hating on our community manager? PSA to devs, you need a new community manager, like right under it. And no offense, Mr. or Miss Community Manager. Personally, I got no issue with that. I think you're doing fine, because I know it's not a paid position, so it's not like, you're getting paid to do something and whatever happened, happened. You just gotta roll with the punches sometimes. And you can't control every individual thing as to what the community is going to be upset at or not upset at, etc. And then anyways, so there was a thing, and I briefly thought this too, where there's a recharge quest in the game under Sherry's little unlock thing that we thought, oh no, do we have to recharge to unlock Sherry after they said it was a free SSR? And then the whole thing about there being a free SSR when there wasn't at first, and then they sent us one later, and there was just quite the day, dude, just quite the day. And the reviews, too, if you look on at least the Google Play reviews, when it started, the game was at 4.9, and I don't know what it's at now. 19 hours ago, it says 3.2. In fact, let me get my phone. Well, my phone's far away. I guess, never mind. But anyways, actually, I could look it up online. Well, it doesn't even matter. But basically, the reviews tanked pretty deeply. Definitely went from 4.9 to at least 3.2. I don't know what it's at now. But that was kind of fun just to read all the one-star reviews. And then the whole thing about Facebook, that you can only use Facebook and they didn't use Google. And what I think it happened with that, guys, and some people in the chat yesterday for Twitch told me, and I agree with them, they probably did not have Google Mail integration, because making a Google Mail account is a lot easier, like a bunch of throwaway Google Mail accounts, than making a throwaway Facebook account. You can still do it, but it's just a little more complicated and annoying, so most people do the Gmail method. And since the devs were so against, the devs and the community manager and whoever else apparently were so dead set against re-rolling and the idea of re-rolling, I think eventually Google will come, because it makes no sense, because they released the game on iOS, so of course they had plenty of time to go negotiate with Google and get the coding in to be like, okay, link it to your Google Play ID or whatever the hell you want to do, your Gmail, your throwaway Gmail, etc. And so that's why I think it'll happen. It'll be snuck in, within the next couple days or a week or whatever. And, then we get back to people bragging about their roles and fan art and whatever, memes. But alright, so let's go into the community manager stuff, because this was actually fairly interesting to me. Start that right now. Got a pop-up come up for some reason. Alright, so I'm going to read this for you guys in your entirety. If you don't know, the community manager was facing a lot of hate, and personally, I don't think it's the community manager's fault, but it's just the way it is. Probably given orders from high up, and the community manager is taking all the slack for it. But let's begin. Greetings, new commanders. By the way, I hate it when people call us commanders, but it's just the way it is. Someone told her to do it, or him to do it. I am Moonlight066, or Phylat from our Discord community. First off, I would like to apologize for anyone's unsavory day one experience. We are very sorry and have worked tirelessly without sleep to get it fixed ASAP so you don't have to wait long. Many of you may or may not have received the news about the free SSR Deinhardt gift available until 10 AM 125, which is 2 days from now. Get it now, to compensate for pre-registration confusion. Oh, I forgot to go over the pre-reg confusion too. Real quickly, the pre-registration confusion. A lot of people pre-register on their iOS device or their Google Play device, and didn't know that they apparently want you to register on their website. So a lot of people that pre-registered didn't get the rewards because they didn't register on the website, and it wasn't communicated the best. So there was an issue with that, and a lot of people were pissy at that. And I kind of agree with that one, personally. I did pre-register on the website, but only because I'm, you know, I got lucky, basically. Most games I actually just pre-register on the phone. Also, before I forget about it, there was another concern. Hold on, let me see. You know, it just popped in my head and went out. I'll just get back to it later. Let's just keep going. I had a bit of a breakdown by the end of the evening here, and sorry, you guys don't know me in my personal life, nor do I know you. So I will treat you as customers instead of in a personal way, as some of you are not pleased being replied to by someone who is representing the game side state in a personal matter. When you are upset, I will take this to heart in the future. I do hope that it doesn't displease anyone who preferred the latter. I'm sincerely sorry and thank you. Yeah, I mean, that's just necessary in business. To continue further without walls of text, the top concerns. All banter chat. Yeah, chat was another thing. The chat was kind of intrusive. But they fixed the chat fairly quickly from what I saw in the game yesterday. They even fixed it up pretty quickly yesterday. But anyways, let me get to it here. Racist workaround to the content filtering in chat. A hotfix may already be in place by the time I release this statement. And if it's not, it will be any time now. We will hide the chat by default and turn off banter by default. Filters are being reinvestigated after seeing the way people circumvented or the words that were plainly not banned. Yeah, personally, I thought the chat thing was hilarious, but of course there are some idiots that just, you know, they just spam the N-word or whatever. Some text strings misinserted at Jessica's house in the time rift. Thank you for your feedbacks. Those will be fixed in patch 1. When I touch my hero on the hero screen or bonding, they say something completely different than what is written. Okay, this is all stuff I don't really care about. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay, so the other major thing was when you link your Facebook on your phone, they want access to your microphone, which in this game, there's no type of like voice command or, you know, they don't need something that has to do with your microphone. So that's just, they want to listen and make some type of advertiser revenue, data revenue, whatever the hell it is. So that one I think is dumb too, but they require it, which is weird because most places on Facebook, they try to sneak things through like, we need access to all your friends. We need access to your personal information. We need access to all this and that. And you can actually click most of it off usually, except for your ID. But in this case, they made it required, which was, you know, head scratcher. I think they should take that one away, but who knows. So let's see here. Let's see if there's any other issues. Forcing microphone permission or you can't uninstall. This will be fixed and update in the App Store will be available. Okay, cool. I haven't linked my account yet, so... Let's talk about your rerolls and why you're upset and what the company's counter-argument is. I'm not saying that this will change, but the chance is extremely low. We hear you, but the game design is where it isn't really a reroll needed style gacha game. In most modern gacha games, the hero pools are bloated even at launch to be able to say, we have over 100 heroes and such forth. But as we all know, usually only about 3 or 4 launch heroes are any good. Most of the SR and R heroes are complete trash and throwaway. Well, this makes you really want or need to reroll to starting off with to get at least one of those SSRs, right? Yeah, for sure, especially those games where you have to pull a second one just to unlock their max power. And in Langrisser M, this is a team-building SRPG, and you cannot combine all SSRs into a single team currently, that is true. And have a well-rounded team. There is no meta, most efficient tactic available, as our hard content cannot be defeated by any one single team. You will need extremely powerful SRs to round out your teams, and until you get that SSR, the Rs put in the work big time. Outside of Pierre, I'm having a hard time thinking of a unit that has no use whatsoever on the Rs. Damn, you had to put Pierre on blast. I feel you, Pierre. They didn't give you the tools, baby. Your parents didn't raise you right. It's not your fault, baby. And here we go. Let's see. So, the launch roster is roughly 40 characters, 11 of which are SSRs, so with everyone getting Sherry in Day 7, if people re-rolled for 2 or more SSRs, that would be giving away 30% of our SSRs. Let's see here. Cards at launch. And de-incentivize not only players from purchasing recharges to try and get one that way, but also lower the lifespan of the game as they have no more heroes to collect. I guess to a point, yeah, but this game is so deep that I wouldn't have really thought that would be a huge problem, but hey, it's all good if that's what they're thinking. They gotta protect their game after all. So let's see here. The game has been going on for over 7 months in China, and we haven't power crept anyone out yet because our heroes are rock solid. For those not wanting spoilers, I'll stop there with that though. Also in Langrisser M, you can have alternate accounts, 1 per server. We launched with 2 servers and quickly grew to 3, so you can, without deleting, have 3 accounts or 2 rerolls if you are not happy with your first account. We are sorry that some other games got you in the groove of just wiping data and grinding the tutorial stage for 2 days straight to get the SSR heroes, but in Langrisser M, you'll get one of the best SSRs free in 6 to 7 days, and now because of our communication failure, we have provided everyone with Diehard Arslo. Please drop us a line if you feel anything needs to be addressed in the game on Discord and Reddit. We are watching, listening. It really does seem like an eternity when the game finally came out. Something is wrong and it can't be resolved in 5 minutes. We feel it more than you do because we are hearing it not just from you, but your friends. I'm sorry the 24-hour turnaround on getting the microphone thing addressed is longer than we wanted, but hopefully it's quickly enough. Yeah, so hopefully, because I know a lot of people were upset and some people have quit the game over some of these issues. So I would just like to say, this game is super solid, guys, as a game. Just the game. If you look at just the game, super solid. And like the small little things I could complain about, like, it takes $1 to make a guild. You know, it's just like, well, then don't make a guild, I guess, if I don't want to make a guild. And I probably will make a guild at some point. But you know, the little things, I'm looking at this game and it is so deep and trying to parse all this information and the crazy amounts of troops and the hero class skills, and then when you factor into it the factions and the rotating dungeon rotation and the multiplayer and the PvP, there is so much going on in this game. Just purely from a content creation standpoint, I'm super excited because I got to challenge myself. Not only to get this content to you and parse out, you know, which information is going to be useful to you guys, but just developing my own skill set generally to be able to point out, okay, research, parse, communicate, and it is always an evolving process, guys, to get this information out. And as a game player, I am excited as well because for those who are sticking around my stream, and thank you so much to all the people I met. I had lots of fun meeting some new faces, seeing some old faces, etc. As a game player, I am just so excited to be able to not only figure all that out, but to apply it in the game and to see all the hard work and all this stuff come to fruition of, okay, now I got this guy exactly where I want him. Now I got this girl exactly where I want her, etc. And now I got my team exactly where I want them, and I see how this buff is paying out that I've been farming for maybe a week or whatever it's going to be, a couple days. And so just really happy, and I'm also very happy that a lot of the stuff can be autoed after you beat it the first time, just repeat. because there's a lot of, as a tactical game, you know, it's kind of a, it's a thing to do it over and over and over and over again. But so that's where I am at with the game, guys. I know the PR, especially, and some of the developer decisions. The thing I didn't like, what I will say that I didn't like, aside from the whole, you know, the pre-register rewards being parsed out rather than all there, I thought that was silly. The reroll method, you know, you could take it or leave it because they're kind of trying to I would just say protect their game, and that's fine. But the thing that I didn't like, probably the number one thing I didn't like, and of course I'm just like blanking on it again now. Oh yeah. So I don't like how the developer, and I don't even think it's the community manager's fault, because the community manager is just being told what to say from the devs, and I'm sure the community manager is not getting paid at all. What I did not like was they hid the reroll thing. And it's fine, because, you know, most of it, it's like, new game, reroll, who are we gonna get? Oh boy, oh boy. Like, it's always a big thing in the community among Twitch and among YouTube and etc. And they didn't want that, but they did not communicate that to us properly, because what usually happens, for those who don't know, when a gacha game's released, okay, here's, once you get to a certain point in the tutorial, okay, now you can summon, here's a bunch of currency either in your mailbox or quest rewards or whatever it is. And you got enough to do at least a 10 summon, usually. And in this game, you only had enough to do 4 summons by that point, because they didn't want that. And it took a long time to get to the 10 summon point. Now, you could do single summons. You don't, as far as I see, you don't gain an efficiency buff, but you do get a guaranteed SSR from a 10 summon. So that's just how it is. But I don't like that the devs all of a sudden, right when the game was released, they were like, put out this communication, we are strongly against re-rolling and all that. Well, you should have said that at the beginning, but they were trying to hide the hype. You know, like, oh no, we still want the hype, but then afterwards, when we get it, yeah, it's going to be a letdown, but this is our stance, and we're very strong. Well, if you're so strong on it, you need to communicate it better. Okay, because there's lots of people that are cool with that. And even though I don't care either way, I would like there to be a reroll method, but you're saying you're protecting your game? Okay, you're protecting your game, I get it. But I just want communication on that. I do not like, because I've dealt with a bunch of game devs now when it comes to, like, between Epic 7 and Knights Chronicle and some of the other games I've played, where you guys have this really hardcore belief, and we express as a community to you guys, like, well, you know, there's some pushback, like, well, we would like it this way. And some things they're going too far, and some things they're not. But we just want to know what you're gonna do. You know, if you have that strong belief, then that should be something that you communicated 3 days before launch, 5 days before launch, at least on the official Discord, something, guys, because, you know, for people to show up and they're all ready to do it, because it's kind of like a rite of passage in the gacha gaming community, like reroll, oh yeah, what are we gonna get? Oh, it's fun, and viewers are watching, like, oh, you got him. Oh, cool, you got this good combo. Oh my god, did you see that roll? Rip. Your roll's garbage, you know. And it's kind of, it's super fun, and it's just something that happens in gacha gaming. And so if you're going to take that away from us, that's fine. But, you know, like, communicate before you just kind of spring it on us. Like, just kidding, guys. Like, it would just be like going to a party. Like, you know, it's going to be your birthday party or whatever. And it's like, yeah, there's no cake. We got this tuna casserole. You're just gonna have to, you know, we got tuna casserole. And hope you guys brought your own swimsuits, because there's a pool outside. Yeah, we didn't tell you there's a pool outside, but there's a pool outside. So, like, you know, it's just kind of like a bummer type of thing. And you don't want to bum your community, because, you know, this is probably the most players you're gonna have excuse me, have is right at launch. But I don't need to tell people how to do their own games. But just in general, it was an up and down day. And if you guys want to share your feedback on, you know, you still playing? You enjoying the game? Is there something you want to see change? Did you stop playing? Why did you stop playing, etc.? I'd love to see your comments on that. Personally, I'm still playing the game. I like the game. The game itself is freaking amazing. All types of stuff. I've already gone over that, so. But yeah, so it was a hell of a day. Now, as far as reroll method, there is a reroll method now. Well, maybe I shouldn't say this. Well, anyways, I'll just say. On Reddit, there is a reroll method available for you guys. It's fairly down here somewhere. I just forget where the hell it is. There it is, rerolling on rooted device. I believe there's another reroll method. So if you want to find the reroll method, it's available on the Reddit under the Langrisser Reddit up here. So just go do that. I personally don't need a reroll. I got a pretty good account, which I'll make on my next video. I'll give you guys a showcase of what I got and what I need to do. And that's going to be it for this video. So community management, guys, what do you think? Improvement. I would say improvement's definitely necessary, but this is a good start, and they gave us a free SSR for those of you who quit beforehand. Pretty good SSR, a horse unit. From what I remember, his passive was increases critical chance by 10%, so dude's gonna hit really hard, and that's gonna be pretty good. But, alright guys, so that's pretty much it for me. I'm going to be bringing you more content on this game, definitely, but you're gonna have to be patient because there's a lot of things I don't understand, and I'm getting information, but there is a lot of stuff in this game to go over. Just looking at troops, hero classes, faction stuff, different farming methods, etc. I'll bring you what I can as I get it, guys. But that's just the way it is, so. But I'll try to bring you the best content no matter what, so. Anyways, guys. Yo, I guess I'll do my promo now. Yo, I'm Showtime Doctor, Showtime DR. You found my YouTube, hit like and subscribe, but only if you enjoyed the content. Also, there's a link, check the title info, there's a link to my Discord there. We got a Langrisser community, they're pretty active and excited right now. Also my Twitch, I'll probably be streaming this game later tonight and probably most days of the week. I do still stream Epic 7, Destiny's Child on occasion, and some other non-gacha games. Like Death Road to Canada, etc. So if you feel like coming and hanging out, asking questions, etc. If I don't know it, I'm sure someone in the community knows it, because we got a lot of people hanging out in the chat that have been playing on the, you know, the original servers for 7 months, 5 months, whatever it is. So, anyways, guys, peace out.